Okay, so let's paint a nighttime scene just to kind of go over that really quick for this snippet. We can do this probably in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to grab black on 4 layers here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Just going to fill this with black. Going to go to the custom brushes that I made that are available on Gumroad. Going to grab this watercolor inky cloud. Kind of a bluish color here. Just kind of streak that in a little bit. Grab this one right here, this watercolor brush 4. Soften it somewhat. Go to a little bit lighter color. Kind of bring it down. Like so. Go to darken. Grab some of this black. Bring it up in color. Kind of push that back a little bit. You can also grab just a touch of a purplish color if you want as well. And then you can grab one of the brushes and just kind of softly lay that in, going over it to smooth it out. So I'm holding down the mouse key while I'm doing this so it doesn't reset and add more paint. So just softening it in there, like so. So it really kind of softens all that. Then go down to darker black. Kind of push some of that back. Ever so slightly. Like so. Go to layer 3. Switch back to custom brushes. Go to impasto brush. Now we're going to grab a bluish color. Kind of this blue-gray. And just kind of smear in. Bring the size down with shift and dragging to the left. Think about roughly how the moon looks. You can always just Google a picture of the moon if you can't remember it. So you can use Alt to select the color again around here. Kind of refine it slightly. And I'm just using my mouse. I haven't used my stylus at all at the moment. Grab a little bit lighter color, almost a white. Kind of drag that in. So maybe you can grab a little bit darker color to go kind of down in here. Add some extra depth. Like so. Go to Shift S. Make sure you've got hard circle selected. And then do Shift Alt. And go to roughly the middle. Shift Alt and drag out to the right. That will give you a circle, which you can then click on and move around to however you want it. Shift Control I, delete, Control D to deselect. And there's a quick moon. You can add a little bit of glow effect by going to Layer Effects, Glow, Active. Change the size of it to suit your needs, the opacity of it to suit your needs. Tell it OK. Then go to Layer 4, and we're going to grab several tree stencils and just load those on here like so. Control to make them a little bit bigger, and then invert the stencil. You can go ahead and invert as well, and then just drag it to how you want. Spacebar lets you move it around. Shift and Control lets you stretch it and change it. And then invert as well. Tools, Stencils, hide all stencils, F. Almost black, not quite. You can even go down to kind of a bluish green. Fill that whole layer. Tools, stencils, show all stencils, E for on instant erase. Erase everything there. I like to change my brush, and then just so I make sure I don't erase something by accident. Stencils, remove all stencils from canvas. And if you want to change this up just a little bit, you can go to A for airbrush, big and subtle, go back to almost complete black, and kind of airbrush that in just a little bit on the bottom to vignette it ever so slightly. You can also switch over to back to the watercolor brushes, darken, make it large, and just kind of smack it in there real quick, and it gives it a little bit more texture. Control D to deselect. If you want to move your moon, go to the moon layer, Control Alt Shift, Control Alt T to select it. You can move it around and then enter. I'm not sure why that just changed my brush. It's glitching there for a second. So if it does that, just go to your oil brush, bring the size down ever so slightly. Alt select and just fix it. By smearing in. Now, helps to make sure you're on the right bleeping layer. There we go. Then come back down to layer 2. You're going to go to F. You're going to go back to white. You're going to fill the whole thing with white. And then grab the space stencil, Control, resize it, invert it, eraser tool selected again, tools, stencils, remove all stencils, A, go back to airbrush, change the size down real small, come to tendrils, taper length, and Control, drag it, boom, there you go. And if you missed something up here like I just did, you can go back to your eraser tool and just grab that real quick. And there we go. 8 minutes. So if I hadn't had that little glitch, probably would have been done in 6. But there you go. That's how to do a really quick nighttime scene and custom moon and all that stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, thoughts, comments, or anything else. And if you need any of these tools, you can get them on Gumroad.